Hey there everybody, welcome back to another video here on my Steve K channel. For this video, this is going to be more of my vinyl records, but this time it is going to be my Daryl Hall and John Oates record collection, or Hall Notes, the more well-known name that they call them, Hall Notes, just, Hall Notes, not Daryl Hall and John Oates, but you know what I mean. So I decided just to do this as I've shown my Beatles vinyl record collection, my Kiss vinyl record collection, Metallica. I do have a few others too, but I just haven't done really the rest of them. I decided to do Hall & Oates because Hall & Oates has some pretty popular songs that they done back in the day, and there are some that people aren't big on, but we're not talking about the negative stuff, we're talking about the good stuff. So in this one, you're going to see what I own. Some of these are going to be like which order, I'm not really too sure because of the fact that I'm not sure like which year they came out. You can tell me like what year they did come out, but I'm just showing the ones that I have, and I don't think I have any duplicates or anything of this record, but or whatever. And I'm not going to show the records either because I'm showing this on my phone and using this with my my right hand to record and just show the record in the one. So let's just get right into this, as we're already over a minute right now, so let's get right into this. So the first one I have is their self-titled album, as it is shown right here. I saw a documentary about Hall & Oates on VH1, that old VH1 Behind the Music documentary, and Hall & Oates were talking about this album, their self-titled, which on this album features Sarah Smile, and that's it, because the other ones I never really heard of. Just the album is from probably the late 70s, I'm guessing, something like that, as it shows the band on here, like that's also in here. But this album caused a lot of controversy because the way that it is featured, because Hall & Oates in this one look like they wear makeup, as you can tell by the way that the album is featured. Now, this may not be their first album. This may be like their second or third or so. Again, I'm not too sure. You can tell me like which one of these, which year it came out and all that. This may have came out in the 80s, so even though I do like Hall & Oates, I like their music, but I just don't know exactly when some of them came out. But anyway, this is a flea market purchase. I saw this and I wanted to add it to my collection. It has a little thing on here that's like must have belonged to somebody, I guess, or so. I'm not too sure about that, but that's the first one. Next one I have is bigger than both of us. The next Hall & Oates album that I have has a price tag of $1 on here. Don't really know if it was $1 I paid for it. It probably was, but this one features the song Rich Girl, which I believe is somewhere featured on there. It's, yep, right down at the bottom, right down there. If the thing will focus, well, you can see it right there. It's good enough anyway, but there it is. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool album. I think this may be their second or third. Again, I don't really know. But, again, I saw it at a flea market and said I wanted to add it to my collection because I like their music, and they were a really popular band in the 80s, like around 83 and 85 and all that. I mean, a lot of people really love to listen to their music. So there you are. If you own them on CD as well, that's fine too, or even cassette, or even an 8-track. Nothing wrong with that. Move on to the next one. Hall & Oates, Along the Red Ledge. This is like an album that people pretty much say is like a question mark to them, and you might even have a question mark like why I own this album. Well, it's because it has a song on here which is called It's a Laugh. I have like a greatest hits CD of Hall & Oates, and I believe there should be some years on this one sometimes, but there is not. But anyway, this is just pretty much an album I saw at my local music store, Record and Tape Traders, for about $3 or so. And I saw it and I said, I definitely want to get this, because I want to, again, add it to my collection. there are some albums that I do not have, and the reason is I don't have those albums is because some of the songs on there are songs I never listened to, or again, just don't really know. I like to collect the ones that I pretty much know very well. But there you go. I mean, album cover's pretty nice. The song, It's a Laugh, it's pretty good, which I think is great. And there's a couple other songs, I'm sure, on this one that people like, but I really don't know. So there you go. That's the next one. And here is... Okay, this may be like another album that's like their 7th or 8th, but I don't know. But this is Hall & Oates. I got to get the name right on here if I can. Big Bang Boom. It has a song on there, You're Out of Touch. Yeah, that's the only one that's pretty much on this. Again, another album I saw, this time at a flea market. I saw it there, and I wanted to get it to add it to my collection, once again, because of the song Out of Touch. Probably a couple others on this that are pretty good, too. And, yeah, it has the songs listed right over here. These other ones I don't really know, because I never listened to them. I have to. It has a price tag on here from some music store that looks like it's not in business anymore. And album covers, not bad. It's just pretty much not too bad, as I said. That's the next one that I own. Now I'll move on to the... Okay, now we get into this one. Well, this one, I have 2 of them for this one. But the next one is Voices. Hall & Oates Voices. Now, this is probably a lot of people's favorite, because on this one, it features the song that Hall & Oates is pretty much known for, which is probably their biggest one, and that is Kiss on My List. But there's actually a couple other songs on this that are good, too. We have the other song, which is You Make My Dreams, or You Make My Dreams Come True, any way you want to call it. And their version of the song You've Lost That Lovin' Feelin', originally by the Righteous Brothers, but also done by Hall & Oates. And this is probably my favorite out of their albums that they've done. Well, because of the fact with the song Kiss on My List, You Make My Dreams, and the other one, You Lost That Lovin' Feelin'. Now, I said I have 2 of these because there's 2 different covers, as a matter of fact. This is the one that I have right here that has them in a black and white shot, and the way the back is featured with their names and RCA record label, by the way. I know I'm not saying like what the label is for the records, but it doesn't really matter. But here's the other one that I have of Voices. This is just a different version. This is them in color. I guess it must have caused a controversy of why they did 2 of these albums of Voices. And here's the songs on here. You also have, as I said, Kiss on My List, which is featured on there, and the other ones too. But the others, again, I just really never heard of, but just the 3 that I mentioned. Yeah, don't know, again, why that they did 2 albums, of this. I mean, the one that I showed you before, and this one. Quite frankly, I mean, there's nothing really wrong, with the way the albums are. I mean, I saw this one, I think, at a flea market somewhere, and I figure I'd get it, just add it to the collection. Well, this one I got first, and the other one over here, I wound up getting after that. So there you are. Next one is Hall & Oates Private Eyes. Of course, with the song that's on there, Private Eyes. But there's a few others, too, that sure, like, people know, but again, some of these on there I just really never listened to. But it doesn't matter. I mean, just thought it was, pretty cool to find. I found it at a flea market for about, I keep thinking that it was $1, but I don't think it was. I think it was $2, but had to add it to my collection. Once again, album cover's pretty nice, and there you are. And the next one is H2O, the next Hall & Oates album. For a second, I thought that this album opened up or something, like a book or something, but it doesn't. And this is the one that features the song Man-Eater, another favorite to people. I mean, yeah, it's one of my favorites too, and this is the way it is featured. Album cover's not bad, just the way that that's featured on here, with the way it has them featured on here, and there you go. I mean, another flea market purchase, because just to add to the collection once again. And the last one that I have is Daryl Hall and John Oates' Rockin' Soul Part 1. This is like a compilation album, greatest hits album, with songs like Sarah Smile, Rich Girl, Kiss on My List, You Make My Dreams, Private Eyes, I Can't Go For That, Man-Eater, and a couple others. It doesn't have the song It's a Laugh on here, but just the way that it is on here, the other songs, as you see, just, I mean, yeah, some of these, well, these are really good songs in here, like I said. You know, I like the, I mean, the album cover's not bad, but they have it, like, in different colors. Like, they have one that looks like this, and they have another one. I don't think I've ever owned Rockin' Soul Part 2. I mean, or I don't know if they did a Part 2 album, because I don't know if I've ever seen one, because, you know, these, I did have 2 of these, but I wound up getting rid of the other one. I just didn't want to, because, well, I could have kept it, but I just didn't want to. But anyway, I saw this at a flea market and thought it'd be good to add. Yeah, so there you are. And that's it. So that is it for my Hall & Oates vinyl record collection as of 2018. So if you have a favorite Hall & Oates song or album, feel free to comment and say something about it if you want to. You know, say if you have a favorite song by them and favorite album. And yeah, so thanks again for watching this video. So if you like this video, as always, hit the like button if you do. Comment if you have something to say. No negative stuff. And subscribe if you have not, and please do. It's not a bad thing, it's a good thing, and you all take care. And thanks again for watching this video.